What's up everyone? We're on Chisel. Finally got down here. Right, down here with Vince. Vince Knight, if you ain't seen him on Facebook, then you clearly don't use Facebook very much because he's all over it. Fucking superb fisherman, sorry for the language, but I'm so excited to get out here fishing. Right, what we got? Let me get my other torch. We can see we've just got here because I ain't set up yet properly. Oh no, why ain't my torch working? That's not good. Oh no. There we go. Right. So, rod set up for today. I've got a new one. Got Ziplex 0 Plus with the Millionaire Tip Tornado with the Supercast. Same old, just a new rod. I absolutely love that thing, to be fair, it's so powerful. Then what we got is we've got a 3-hook loop rig clipped down. The loop rig comes from down here. You got size 4s on there. The loop rig comes from this giant loop here. So basically you've got that clips into your imp like that, and your next snood clips in. Would do it because I'm on camera. Any other time that goes smoothly into that one. Then your top one. Let's move this camera a bit. I need to put this on my head really. The top one clips into there. So the loop part is there. Pretty simple, nice and easy. I mean, cascade swivels. You got your SRT springs just to give that little bit of tension. That's out scratching around, seeing what's about. Bait of choice today is blacks / yellows. Not that it makes much difference, to be honest with you. They're both frozen. Then on the Tip Tornado, we've got an up and over. So hard to do these torches, and this GoPro's ain't your best friend of a night. So then we got your basic up and over, nice and short. So that goes up over the top of your hangover clip, or your leg clip turned upside down basically, and then taking the imp off of that, then that would go into the imp. I might actually run that with a breakaway, to be fair, be a lot easier. So then basically that breakaway will clip off, that'll unclip, and that'll be fishing hard on the bottom. Depends how much tide run there is. I might have to go up size weights, but we're going to try 5 to start with. See what happens. If it starts running round, then I'll bump up to a 6. Then possibly a 7, but I can't see it being that bad today. The water is gin clear. Plan is to fish it through the night into the morning, see if there's a few mackerel around in the morning. I brought the little cart rod with me, and hopefully between us we'll be able to show you some fish off the almighty chisel. We're going to call it the Dream Maker today. We're not going to call it the other version. Stay positive and hope for the best. I don't know what the wind's like on this, so I apologise now if it's a bit blustery through the GoPro, but we'll give it a go. I'll be switching between the GoPro and my phone, just because the phone I do find a bit easier. I know there is people that say GoPro, but I'm trying my best with the lighting as well with what I've got. Be a lot easier during the day. But I'm going to get that lead switched over to a breakaway impact, and get these rods out there and start fishing. Let's see what happens. I'll bring you back, guys. I'll bring you back quick. Still on the first cast. Vince has had a little pout that he's stuck back out as a live bait. Don't blame him. Perfect bass bait, conger around here. So there's the first little fish. Didn't bother filming it because it was literally live bait size pouting. Most of us know what a pouting looks like. Well, I put up that little video while I was in the work van the other day, just explaining why there ain't been many videos. So thanks for the nice comments, it does mean a lot. Finally managed to get back down chisel. It was a very last minute thing. I was gutted that I couldn't come because money and things like that. And it was just perfect. Massive thanks to the missus for helping me out with funding the trip and helping me out. Thanks to her, big time. And anyway, baits today, tonight, whatever you want to call it. We have got plenty of rolled blacks / yellows, plenty of them. Vince has got half of them over with him. We got peeler crab, we got bluey. I've even got some cart in there. For you that haven't seen cart, let me try and dig it out. I did put some in here, I'm sure I did. Oh, right at the bottom. Got squid. Yeah, just put one thing of cart. It's basically the internals to a edible crab claw, I believe. Don't 100% me on that, but that's what I've been told and that's what I think. Meant to be a cracking cod bait up north. Tonight is a bit of a sort of species hunt. I mean, I'd love a cod, hence the cod bait that went out, the blacks. I've got that little scratching rig out there for anything and everything that comes along. There's, I don't know if I mentioned sand eel. There's all sorts in here, literally all sorts. There's mackerel in the bottom. That box is still going strong. Don't quite know how because I abuse it. But still on first cast, so still really optimistic. Well, trying to stay positive. Like I mentioned to you, we did have a session down here before. I filmed a little bit, but it was just way too windy. The weed was horrendous. Like, you cast it out, 2 seconds later, it was half a mile down the beach. Horrendous. So, it just really worth filming. We was so disheartened. We went home. In fact, no, we went to Hive after that. Straight to Hive. Had a whiting bash. That's how desperate it got. But we had fun. We had a laugh. So we're down here today, giving it another crack. We both don't want to let chisel beat us. It's a new mark for both of us. And like I mentioned, Vince is a cracking angler. Absolute crack. And he's done it for 30 odd years. He knows his waters, he knows his watercraft. And the guy he's just a wealth of knowledge. He's a brilliant guy. He does do tutoring. What I'll do is I'll speak to him tonight and see if he wants me to post his link in the comments on the video to his tutoring page on Facebook. Just give him a message. I mean, predominantly Kent, South Coast, but he is willing to travel. I know he has done in the past. But if you need the knowledge, he's definitely worth hitting up for a session with him. He does, yeah, like I said, the guided tour, so he'll sort you out. And what I'll do is I'll just put like I said, I'll put the link in the description to his Facebook page. I think I can do that anyway. I'm not 100%. I'll have to play around with it. yeah, fingers crossed. I'm feeling really positive tonight, so come on the cod. I mean, species down here, if you don't know, there's not many people that don't know this beach in the fishing world. Literally, it can throw up anything at any time. One day it'll fish its absolute pants off, the next day it'll be dead. But it will literally throw up anything. I mean, main species, they're getting a few cod out at the moment, which is, for me, it's quite early in the season, but they're getting a few cod out. Obviously your bream come out, sole, place, even ungulate, bass. It just throws up everything, literally everything. So we're down here on a species hunt, basically. Try and get my species list up. But what I'll do is I'll give this another 10 minutes. I'll reel in the scratching rig. In fact, no, I won't. I'll reel in the cod rig first. That's been out the longest. Fresh bait that, get that back out and see what happens. We are fishing the tide down at the moment, but like I said, we're here for a long time. So we're going to have the opportunity to fish it back up again. And high tide is at 9 in the morning, so it's pretty much perfect for the tide, for the light coming up and the tide creeping up with it. So fingers crossed. Might have a bit of fun on the mackerel in the morning, hopefully. Like I said, I've got my cart rod, I've got a few feathers with me. Just have a bit of fun with that, get some fresh bait. Yeah, let's crack on with tonight and let's get you a fish. Let's get you a fish. Right, I'll bring you back. Well, quick update. The spider crabs have definitely turned up. Just had, well, I had a hook snood, bit them through, retied that, brought it back in, went, well, I'd say went to change bait, but didn't have to take the bait off, it had stripped. Just went to pull the pennel down and the hook snood went. So I've changed that rig up to a pulley pennel, 3.0. These moths, piss off. Pulley pennel. There's so many moths here, they just chase the headlight. Pulley pennel, 3.0 and 2.0 circle on the top. That's loaded up with black lug. We'll just have to see how that comes back in. And on the 0 Plus, which had the loop rig on, that's now out with a 2 clip down pop-up rig. For you that don't know, pop-ups, basically like little balls of like styrofoam. Nothing fancy, just go on the hook snood. We put 2 or 3 on depending on the size of the bait. I mean, worm baits I normally put 2 on. Just sort of keeps them off the bottom so the crabs can't get it. Gives it a little bit of movement as well, which probably favour my chances of getting a bream, but that's more kind of thinking that'll be more when the daylight starts to roll in. Tide's on its way up now, so like I said, 9 o'clock's high tide. I'm a bit worried. This is chisel. You've got to really watch your back all the time with the water. I mean, since I've been here, I've lost count of the amount of rogue waves that have gone right up the beach. So try not to do this sort of thing on your own, just in case. Unless obviously you really know the beach, which is fair enough. Crack on. And if you really know the beach, chances are you ain't watching this video. So yeah, I'm a bit worried because the high tide line is literally like there. So I have a feeling when that tide creeps right up, I'll be moving back quite a bit just in case. But for now, we're nice and cosy in a little bivvy. All set up, got my snacks, got my drinks. Love it. Better than sleeping. Hopefully, if a fish comes along. So, Wince has had another tiny little pouting. I think he stuck that back out as a live bait. The other one got swiped by something. The tail was missing, so it had been bitten by something. Yeah, so far it's been pretty quiet. I mean, some of the reports that I have seen on Facebook, places like that, I've said that yeah, it does go quiet, but then it does randomly just really pick up. So we'll have to see what's going on. This head torch has just stopped working again. It's showing that it's working, but it's not. I don't quite know what's happening there. So, yeah, the rods are out, as you can see. Still positive, waiting for that sun to start coming up. Tide to start drifting in. And hopefully it'll turn it on. So there's a couple of big waves there, just random, completely random. Right, completely random. I mean, I don't know how well you can see that, but that's fairly calm at the moment. And all of a sudden you'll get like a big breacher one that'll come right up there. Definitely something to watch out. Hopefully things will switch on soon, but for now keep changing the baits. It's all you can do. Sort of every 10 minute cast now on the bottom. There's another couple of big ones on the bottom ones without pop-up. So yeah, sort of every 10 minutes reel it in, change bait, or put bait on, should I say. But for the pop-up one, I'm managing to leave that out for about 20 minutes and the bait's still coming back in, but I'll always put fresh on anyway, just to sort of, you know, zhuzh it up a bit, give it more smell. But the tide's definitely turned, so here we go. Hopefully it'll kick in. Well, first fish, dogfish. I hope this ain't a thing of what's yet to come. I mean, if you guys don't know how to hold these, I've said it in my last video, but you grab the towel, it's going to be quite hard to do with one hand. I'll tell you what I'll do. So causing them in the arm, I'll put that there. Right, easiest way to hold these, I will show you in a second, so they can't wrap round your arm because it really hurts. Just pinch their towel against their head, that way they can't wrap round you, because that does really hurt. Anyway, I'm going to get this fella back and we'll get another rod back out and see what else comes along. Well, 5 minutes later, small strap. Nice little bite though, to be fair, and I've never had one this small. and it didn't fight too bad, to be fair, but hey, I do like a bit of conger fishing. I know that's tiny, but amazing creature. I love the look of these things. The size of the eyes on them when they're small. I won't keep them out too long. We'll get them back in the water. Get that rod back out there. This is all on the pop-ups, so hopefully it's doing the trick. Well, literally just cast out straight into a mackerel on the oh, he's staying here for bait anyway, but that was on the pop-up squid flapping around. Of course, attracted this little fella, so they're on their way in. We'll have to get the feathers out soon. What I'm going to do is get that baited up, back out. The fish are on their way. Literally, these have all been 5 minutes apart, so hopefully it's going to kick right off. Love it. Bring it back. Morning, everyone. Sun's up. Lovely. People fishing all the way along there. Look at them. Rows and rows and rows. That way is pretty clear. I suppose it's because no one can be bothered to walk. Beautiful day, absolutely beautiful. Well, as soon as that light come up, you can guess what turned up. Mackerel. Yeah. Tried to put it on my carp rod, and the reel stuck in free fall. Being a carp reel, it's got a bait runner, so yeah. So I had to go on the old Century Bass multiplier. I don't really like using multiplier for mackereling because there's too much that can go wrong. But oh, that's the one I had earlier on the thing. So yeah, I mean, it puts the mackerel to sound down Kent. I mean, let me just put these ones back in the bag. Back in the bait bag, because these will be frozen and used for bait. Keep them going. Save me buying them. They get bloody expensive. I mean, look at the size of this thing. I've personally never had a mackerel that big. I mean, he's on the nose. We say 39. That's a beastly little mackerel. I've never had one that big. But then I've never been down this way, so that's probably why. Yeah. So what have I had? Dogfish, eel, that mackerel on the pop-up, and then all them mackerel on the feathers. I'm not really into fluff chucking, but they were there and I had a set, so why not? Why not? Free bait. Love it. Stick them in the freezer. I mean, what are they? 5-6 quid for them? Maybe 7s. It's just the sea is alive. It's done exactly what we said it was going to do. As soon as that sun comes up, boom, alive. Bear in mind, I've never fished here before, and that's just what we both thought. So it's come to light. So well happy with that. Yeah, my little one's looking a bit of a mess. I'll have to sort that out. Anyway, enough of me chatting. I'll hopefully get you some more fish. See you in a bit, guys.